Hey, welcome back. I got some great news for you guys. If you guys are fans of the Monsterverse, that is Godzilla and Kong, so stay tuned for that. I should also note that I'm wearing my Universal shirt. This is the retro shirt that from all the old drives from the 80s and 90s that they had back then, and I have Kong on here, I think. Yeah, there it is. It's Kong right there. Well, and I think the name of the ride is called Confrontation. Is right here, and you can't see it. But yeah, it was called Confrontation. I've never actually been to Universal Studios in Florida. When I was a kid, I've been to Universal I've been to Universal Studios in California when I was a kid, when they had Jaws and Miami Vice, Battlestar Galactica. I don't think Back to the Future was there. But yeah, here's Jaws. The Jaws right here. See that? So in my last video, I was talking about the connection that would have been really great to make between Godzilla, Kong, and Pacific Rim. And then I stated at the end of the video that I got some great news for the Godzilla Kong fans. And that is, we're getting a Kong versus Godzilla 2. And I have no idea what this movie is going to be about. I don't know what kind of new villain they're going to present. In the first one, Godzilla vs. Kong, it was a battle against each other, and then a new villain arose, which was the Mecha Godzilla. And that was a pretty great battle. I kind of enjoyed that one. And I'm actually wondering if I should do like a breakdown of the best fight scene, the best the best monster fight out of the whole film series. If you'd like to, please leave a comment down below. And hey, guess what? While you're at it, why don't you leave a like too if you like this kind of videos, okay? You gotta help me out here, I mean, the algorithm needs help. I need some help here. I like making these videos. I'm going to continue to make these videos. But I can't do it without your help. Come on. Anyway, let's get started. So this is an article from Screen Rant. I've got to mention that the last article is also from Screen Rant. And they are pretty dependable on their news. So, Godzilla vs. Kong 2 movie release date revealed. Legendary has announced a late winter 2024 theatrical release date from their upcoming Monsterverse film featuring Godzilla and King Kong. And this part is wrong because that's not what I read in the article. So we'll get there. Written by Brendan Klein. Published June 30th, 2022. So fairly recently. And yep, here's a great shot of Kong vs. Godzilla, first one. The official release date for Godzilla vs. Kong 2 has been announced, although the American King Kong franchise and character have existed since 1933. I have not seen those movies. Maybe I don't remember. And Japanese Godzilla films have been around since 1954. This particular branch of the franchise began in 2014 with Gareth Edwards' Godzilla, the film that ignited what is now known as the Monsterverse, which spawned the sequel, Godzilla King of the Monsters, as well as the 2017 prequel, Kong Skull Island, before having both branches cross over in an epic class in 2021's Godzilla vs. Kong. What an epic class that was. The film was an early pandemic era box office success for the company, leading to the quick greenlighting of a sequel. Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard will be returning, bringing on his former, I guess, lead actor Dan Stevens will be playing a major role. The film, which begins production in Queensland, Australia later this year, will also feature a cameo from a fan favorite minor kaiju titaness Doug, a Hollow Earth lizard who appeared in the previous film. If I can find him, I will post it right here. Or I'll, edit in right here. Today, Legendary Entertainment gave the latest update on Godzilla vs. Kong 2, which is currently untitled. The film is going to come to theaters on March 15th, 2024. That is not late winter. That is springtime. That's not winter. This date is just 2 weeks under the 3 years after the release of the first Godzilla vs. Kong crossover in 2021. This March 15th release date will put Godzilla vs. Kong finally center with the spring 2024, spring, not winter, spring slate of movies. So far, the only other movies with release dates set for that March are an untitled Pixar film and an untitled Disney live-action film, particularly the live-action Hercules remake, which Guy Ritchie recently boarded. I don't know why. Why are you making this movie? You're very good at doing gangster comedies. And Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 2. My gosh, we don't need another one of those. Although those could all present major competition, the MonsterVerse title will be able to act as counter-programming to the more family-friendly slate it's facing off against. Why? Movies are PG-13. Considering the fact that Godzilla vs. Kong was something of a box office litmus test, Godzilla vs. Kong 2 will most likely be a cash cow. Godzilla vs. Kong was highly compromised, with a highly compromised release, with this theatrical run watered down by a simultaneous month-long streaming release on HBO Max and an extremely pandemic-style audience who wouldn't start returning to the newly reopened theaters and in earnest for months to come. In spite of this, the film still made $470 million worldwide, making it the 12th highest grossing domestic film of all this year. Of the year, excuse me. Right ahead of Legendary's Dune Part 1, which is also a really good movie. Which also garnered itself a sequel. Can't wait for that. Without so many impediments, the stage might be set for the film's sequel to launch itself even higher on the 2024 list, even with such strong competition throughout the month and the rest of the year. And that is it. So yeah, so we got a release date and we got an actor joining the cast, and that is all the information that I have right now. I don't know if any of the previous actors or talents will be returning, but would I like to see them return? Absolutely. I think Millie Bobby Brown does a terrific job playing the character that she played. I think Kyle Chandler was a bit underused in Godzilla vs. Kong because they gave the attention to Alexander Skarsgård and Rebecca Hall, and of course that little kid. And of course, if you've seen King of the Monsters, spoiler alert, Shirazawa and King of the Monsters, played by Ken Watanabe. Spoiler alert, Shirazawa and his cohort, played by Ken Watanabe, were both killed off in King of the Monsters. His cohort, Kelly Hawkins, were both killed off in King of the Monsters. Kelly Lefty love to see them. Probably the worst idea playing the sequels. Kelly Lefty we never saw to see them. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson never ever returned into the series, and neither did Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen was also in this one. David Strathairn actually played the first one and the second one, but never returned for the other sequels. But I definitely like to see them return. I just kind of wish they would focus on the monster element rather than the human element a little bit more. But that's just my opinion on it. So that's all I got for you guys. So great news, and Bad news is we gotta wait until 2024. But the good news is, at least we know what's coming out in 2024. I can't wait that long. By the time I hit 2024, I'll be 47 years old. I mean, I want to be a big fan of this series no matter what. It's a franchise, so I think it's a great franchise. But that's all I got for you guys. We got a release date. We got a new movie coming out. And that is it. Tell me what you guys think. And if anybody has any opinions or ideas, or do you actually know what's going on with this movie, if we're going to find out any new monsters might pop up, I would definitely love to know. Leave a comment down below. And that's all I got for you guys. So again, like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. That'll really help me out greatly. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So live long and prosper. May the force be with you. Be nice to each other. Party on, dudes. And I'll see you guys on the bounce. Yeah.